Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video will enrich your understanding about declaring variables in Java. So we need to declare, and declare. So because Java is like that, you always need to explicitly declare something in the program. That's why it's a strongly typed language, right? So let me just quickly dive to the Eclipse program. Okay, few days ago I made a program. So today I'm a bit lazy, so I will not type it down individually for you, but let me just explain what happened to this program. So because this is just an application of what we had discussed, we've been through with a lot of contents and theories about data types. So now let's try to have variable declarations. And this is a type of a program. I actually put a Java docs here. This program will compute your average income in 5 days. So variable declaration is used to declare the type of variable followed by its name. So this is the variable declaration here is this double. So it means that all these variables will have a data type double. Okay. The reason why you need to declare is for the computer to set aside a portion of its memory to that data value you assigned in the variable soon in your program. Okay. Remember the previous video on how much data can a particular data type hold? Like, for example, a double type can hold 64 bytes of data. Okay. So if a particular data type is applicable to other variables, you can actually lay them straight, but separate them with a comma. So the same as what I did. I laid them straight. It's valid to put day one and then day two, another double and then day two. But if they are just the same, so I can just put them all in one straight line. This one I can put them next to the day five here, but I just didn't because it will go out the range of the screen. So that's why I added a new line for these three additional double data type variables. Okay. So I recommend putting all the important variables at the beginning of your program. So this is a good programming pragmatics, and this is a good programming style. So if they can be used like in general all throughout your program, put them in the beginning. But if you think that they can just be used somewhere, so you can actually declare them later on. Okay, so we'll try to incorporate our understanding about literals, different literals. So here the variable day one, um um our just for you to know that all our variables will be inside the main method, so that we will not experience any error if we will put them outside. So because if we will put them outside and we call them here in the main method, we need to explicitly write another keyword which is a static. So um anything outside the main should be also called in a static way. So that's another discussion in the future, but this time we are limited to this one. So our scope is just for us to apply our understanding about literal values, and we'll try to incorporate that one with our new concept in um, here in variable declaration. So I already declared day one here as a double, so I don't need to write double again here, right? So day one, I put a literal, which is 3,500. Remember, this is just a separator, but that would be 3,500. Integer separated by an underscore. You can see it here. I already wrote it there for you. Okay, another one, day two, 4,300, which is a normal way of writing integer with no separator. Day three, this one here, we know that this is a binary literal, but it can be used to perform operation because Java actually accept this kind of format. Okay, day 4, this one. This is a hexadecimal literal. So this is the format, and we can also perform operation for that. So day 5, this one. This is another this is read as 07776, but if you know that the numbers that start with 0 without x, okay, without this x, will be treated as octal literal, and it's not really 7776. It is a different value, and we know that one in the previous video already. I already discussed um the reason. I mean, I already discussed why it's not 7,776. Okay, so you can see I can perform operation for day 1 to day 5, even though you can see that they have different formatting system. Okay, so I added and then I average. It means the total here, and I divide it by 5. So this is an expression, and whatever answer here will be stored in this variable average. Okay, so another one, random. I use another kind of um, standard class in Java that we will be learning soon, math.random. So this is actually, we will be discussing that this is not really a random, but this is just something that the random concept in our mind can actually accommodate. So we whatever values here can accommodate the random values, any random values. Okay, so average, whatever answered here, whatever answer here will be multiplied to the random, and then will be stored in a random number. Okay, and then another kind of math squared. So this is um another kind of standard class in Java, and we will be learning them soon. So you see, I just wrote here system out print, and your total income in 5 days is, and then here with a line break, total, and without a line break, this is a method without a line break. And let's try to see what is going to happen. So you see, it's 593,821 for the random, but this one, since it's a random, it will change the moment we run again the program. See, there's a different value again. So there's another value if we run it again. So it will give us random numbers again and again. So it's forever. So there is an important concept here, if you have noticed. As you know, main is a kind of a special method used to run your program, which is done by the JVM, which interpreter. But inside the main, we call to the method. So there is a method calling here. The system print that line here that you can see adds a new line feed after the information it has displayed, where a system that print does not add anything. So you can see if I'm gonna remove this one, it's still a syntactically correct token if I just remove them. So will be it will be executed, it will be compiled and executed, but it will not look okay. It will not look okay because they are actually being printed in a straight line. So in order for you to add a new line feed, so a new line fed, so we'll just put back whatever we had earlier. This is the question. Explain the importance of declaring variables in your program. So I'd like you to think of the answer, pause the video for a while, or you can actually go back from the beginning, and I already gave you the hint earlier, so Yeah, you're free to go back from the start before you can answer this. Okay, so I think you got it right. Okay, so before you can use the variable in your program, you have to declare it so the computer can allocate the necessary amount of data in its memory for that particular data type. So because because if you will not declare the data type, okay, so what if you already consumed all, say for example, all the memories of the computer the moment it runs? So it means it might crash your computer because it has been overwhelmed by the bytes, the data that you actually encode in your program. So in order for the computer not to explode, so you need to particularly declare it in the beginning of your program, in the entire program, so that the moment it's being compiled, it will um, scan through all the variables needed and the necessary data that it can allocate to the memory of the computer. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you have learned something new, and I'll see you again in my next video. Goodbye.